If last year was any indication of what Sunday's matchup between the Ravens and Chiefs might look like, the football watching world is in for one as two of the top teams in the AFC meet at Arrowhead Stadium for the Chiefs' home opener of the 2019 season. Here are 6 stats to know for Sunday, presented by Bad Boy Mowers. This is best on best. Since the start of last year, this is the NFL's best offense against the league's best defense. The Chiefs are averaging 431 yards per game offensively, while the Ravens' stingy defense has allowed just 290 yards per game over that same time. On the flip side, the Chiefs' defense is coming off a strong performance against the Raiders last Sunday, shutting them out in the game's final 49 minutes. While after wins over the Cardinals and Dolphins, the Ravens are leading the NFL offensively with an average of 41 points per game and best time of possession, averaging 38 minutes per game with the ball in their hands, and also in rushing yards at a ridiculous 225 yards per game. And part of that is due to their quarterback Lamar Jackson, who's off to a fantastic start this season, which brings into focus the matchup everyone will be watching, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, the two best quarterbacks in the NFL through 2 weeks. They are the only two quarterbacks in the Super Bowl era to have completed 70% of their passes with at least 7 passing touchdowns without an interception over the first 2 games of a season. Jackson has been one of the top stories in the NFL through 2 weeks with his ability to get the ball down the field through the air and also what he can do with his legs. While Mahomes earned the AFC's Offensive Player of the Week honors after his performance last week against the Raiders. For Mahomes, the top target in Week 1 was Sammy Watkins, who went out and had a career day against the Jaguars. And last week it was Demarcus Robinson, who went out and had a career day against the Raiders. But for the Ravens, the top 2 targets through 2 weeks have been rookie speedster Marquise Brown, who leads the team with 18 targets, resulting in 12 receptions for 233 yards and 2 touchdowns. And their other top target is tight end Mark Andrews, who's another Oklahoma product like Brown, who has been targeted 17 times, resulting in 16 catches for 220 yards and a pair of scores. Nobody else on the Ravens has more than 6 targets or 50 yards receiving. Defensively, the Ravens have done a good job of getting pressure on the opposing quarterback in their games against the Dolphins and Cardinals, racking up 43 total quarterback pressures, which is good for 5th best in the league. If the Chiefs can pull out the win on Sunday, Andy Reid would move into sole possession of 6th place on the NFL's all-time wins list for head coaches. He'd be passing Hall of Famer Chuck Noll. And finally, with an appearance in Sunday's game, Chiefs veteran punter Dustin Colquitt will break Will Shields' franchise record by appearing in his 225th career game, most in franchise history.